Suffering. Jordan Oliver making his way to the venue, of course, getting ready for one of his biggest matches to date against Brian Cage tonight. Can the Ace put an end to the machine? I get the bands. Now we see Brian Cage making his way to DeBando right now. 10 wins, 0 losses. A record nobody in company history can compare to. Can Cage remain undefeated after his bout against Jordan Oliver tonight?
Ace versus Streak.
Brian Cage undefeated so far in VxS.
Yeah, Brian Cage with a very, and I mean very impressive record here of 9-0. But I'd say it's safe to say his biggest challenge yet here tonight against Jordan Oliver, who we mentioned vanquished Jimmy Lloyd back at Lucid Dreams 2 for that title of Ace of VxS. And since then, what a roll he has been on. Victories over the like of Jack Evans and Better Off Dying. And the last time we were in the Trap House here in Baldwin Park, Yuya Yamura at Coast to Coast. It was, of course, on that night after Brian Cage's hard-fought victory over Jordan Oliver's brother-in-arms, Nick Wayne, that Oliver made his way down to ringside. He drew a line in the sand that the machine stepped over, receiving a cutter for his troubles. There was no choice but to make the match. Something's gotta give. Irresistible force of the Ace versus the unmovable object of that man, a former FTW, Impact, X Division, and Gift of the Gods champion, Brian Cage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, and to my right, out of Newburgh, New York, he is the East Coast Ace, the Conqueror, your Digger Dick, Jordan!
Special atmosphere here tonight in the Trap House. This right here, folks, this is why we do it. This is why you tune in and pay your $9.99 on IWTV for matches like this. Ace versus Streak, the true crown jewel of violence and suffering, decided right now. Jordan Oliver, of course, giving up several pounds to Brian Cage, a much larger, thicker, more muscular man here. And
Come on, he's giant.
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong.
He's jacked.
Don't get me wrong. Big Breakfast Jordan Oliver has bulked up a lot, and I mean a lot in recent years. They don't call him Big Breakfast for no reason, but
he's had quite the transformation.
I still don't think he quite stacks up to Brian Cage.
He's not as jacked.
No, very jacked. Don't get me wrong. Incredibly jacked.
You think Brian Cage might have some kind of advantage here, as he's the only undefeated regular here in VxS, and being a local SoCal guy?
I would say most certainly so. I mean, momentum is the name of the game here in Violence and Suffering, and Brian Cage riding that wave of momentum ever since Violence and Suffering started. Victories over the likes of JTG, Leo Rush, Blake Christian, Matt Cross, Shane Mercer, Rich Schwan, Alex Zane, Willie Mack, Nick Wayne, and so many more, hoping to add the 10th notch on his belt in the form of Jordan Oliver. Hold on. Hendrock! Gotta do it for him.
There you go.
Hendrock! All business is Jordan Oliver. You saw his face shift there. He knows what this opportunity means. He's protecting his turf here. As the ace of violence and suffering to end the undefeated streak of Brian Cage would mean the world, and almost did it there, catching him with a cutter once again, like we saw at Coast to Coast with that kick, sending Cage, or that kick from Cage, sending Oliver across the ring. Oliver looking cloud cutter. Brian Cage has those arms hooked. Oliver able to wriggle out of dodge here. Oliver going for that Yakuza kick. Cage catching that lariat. No, drop kick there by Jordan Oliver, giving Cage a taste of his own medicine, sending him into that turnbuckle. The East Coast ace has the West Coast faithful on his side here, but maybe took a little too much time. Rolling out of dodge. But a cracking chop across the giant chest of the machine. For good measure, making do here, and Oliver in firm control.
Jordan Oliver taking his time here, though. I think in this match, he's going to need to stay on top of him and attack as quickly and as much as he can to wear down Brian Cage.
I mean, I think staggering chops like that are a good are a really good shot here. Though I would suggest maybe those tree trunk-like legs of Brian Cage a good place to start. I mean, look at those legs of Brian Cage. We talk about how Jack Jordan Oliver is not trying to take a single thing away from the East Coast ace, the ace of violence and suffering. But those legs of Brian Cage, literally the size of Jordan Oliver's torso.
Oh, absolutely.
Jordan Oliver here, trying to cinch that headlock in. Got the arms locked of Brian Cage, I should say. Oliver ducking under. Leapfrog here, look at the height. Tries for the hip toss here, but Brian Cage just too big. Ducks under the lariat. Cracking shot across the skull. Brian Cage sending Oliver against the ropes. Big uppercut here. The machine's getting going, but Oliver too quick. Cage on the canvas.
Jordan Oliver working smart here.
You gotta work smart. You gotta play the long game against a guy
There
like
we go.
Cage. Nothing smart about that. A very risky
Could this
maneuver.
be? Is he going for another one?
Hey,
Whoa, what is this?
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The tope suicida didn't get Cage on his back, but that sure did. Both of these men strewn on the hard linoleum floor of the trap house, and I often say it, folks, but this is not TV wrestling. We don't have mats out here. That is a hard, cold floor, and I'd say Brian Cage is lucky if he isn't concussed after landing like that. Oh, Jordan Oliver maybe hoping to put this away here on that top rope horse.
Let's see what he's gonna do.
He's got the machine measured. Thinking frog splash, but Cage able to duck out of the way. Oliver landed on his feet. Cage catches Oliver.
Oh no.
Thinking Alabama slammer. Powerbomb variation. Cover here. But only a 2 count. And interestingly enough, Cage didn't hook the legs.
That could be the difference there sometimes is, hooking that leg.
Even for a big guy like Brian Cage, maybe underestimating the smaller, wilier ace in the form of Jordan Oliver. I don't know, but he's got to be careful not to make little missteps like that, because with the role that the ace has been on, that is going to be your road to defeat.
One mistake could make all the difference here.
One mistake is all Jordan Oliver needs, but needing a hell of a lot more than that right now. As Brian Cage wrenching the arms and digging the foot into the upper back neck region of Jordan Oliver here.
Tearing his arms out of his shoulders.
I mean, he's going to be lucky, is Jordan Oliver, if he doesn't get those arms ripped out of the socket. Oliver trying to fight back in a world of hurt here. Cover here, but only a 2 count. Uh-oh, Brian Cage got him up. Jordan Oliver almost looking like a child there, being carried by Brian Cage. That's 220 pounds of big breakfast being manhandled here by the machine. Send into the turnbuckle once again. Big kick. Brian Cage barely phased. Clothesline of his own. Sending Oliver into the opposite turnbuckle, but Oliver able to get him a dodge. Pinfall maneuver once again. Only a 2 count. Sending him down with a clothesline, but Oliver so exhausted, so tuckered out from that offensive onslaught, unable to capitalize, Horse.
Absolutely, but it looks like Jordan Oliver may have kind of a speed advantage over here. Brian Cage, very athletic, very fast himself, but the size difference could be a factor here.
It absolutely could be. Jordan Oliver maybe into that second win as he kips up. Oh, just busting the face of the machine.
Wow.
Look at that Saito suplex here. The strength of Big Breakfast.
What did I tell you, man? He's jacked.
Yakuza kick right into that corner. No, Jordan Oliver right in front of us. What's he going for here, Horse? Oh, almost an awesome bomb facebuster variation there.
I didn't even know what that was.
Such innovative offense, and lands those feet directly into the heart of the machine. But that heart still beats. Only a 2 count here from Brian Cage. Jordan Oliver here shows how mature a competitor is, how much he has evolved in his time at VxS. Not getting frustrated, not arguing with the referee, not playing into the fans, taking his time, maintaining his composure here, and those thumbs down cannot be a good sign for the machine. Uh-oh, Brian Cage with a surprise pinfall of his own here.
Reverse though.
And that shows you how desperate Oliver, or rather how desperate Cage is to put this thing away. How much of a fight Oliver has taken to him here, that he's going for a surprise pinfall like here, but it might not matter. Like Hulk, it's only 2.
I'm surprised Cage didn't break his neck there.
He might have broken a whole lot more after that maneuver from Jordan Oliver. And if Oliver has his way, well, he'll break the streak.
He's got to stay on top of him.
Oliver's feeling it here. The people rallying around him, feeding off that energy from the trap house. It only takes 3 seconds for that 9-0 undefeated streak to go up in smoke. Jordan Oliver's got the machine measure here, thinking clout cutter.
Caught him.
German suplex.
Just tossed him.
The rotation there of Jordan Oliver's body after that German suplex. And Cage with another one for good measure. That's gotta be it, leg hooked. Only 2.
The resilience of Jordan Oliver here, though, able to kick out of both of those German suplexes is quite impressive.
I mean, Jordan Oliver is in rare form here tonight. I've been fortunate enough to call a lot of Jordan Oliver matches here in VxS. I have never seen him with this fighting spirit on display against Cage, but it might not matter. Machine got him up, no! Oliver once again looking for that cutter, once again getting stopped in his tracks with that uppercut. Cage ducks under.
Wrapping him up here.
Oh! Slams him down face first with authority, lateral press. Once again, though, not hooking that leg, and if you'll notice, those legs are exactly what Oliver used to kick out.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Those legs were free, able to force his way out of that one once again.
You can tell Cage is getting a little frustrated. He's saying, hey, I've been on TV for the better part of the last decade. I've won countless championships. I've beaten some of the very best there is to beat. How on earth is this kid keeping up with me like this? But keep up this kid is.
Absolutely.
Oh, maybe looking for that F5 here.
He's trying to fight his way out.
No! Oliver able to get out of dodge. Fight out he did, Horse. Sends Brian Cage down. Maybe thinking torture crab here. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Oh!
The double knees will do. Both legs hooked. Only 2. Tucks that shot here. The lower back of Brian Cage drilled. And I mean drilled.
Oh!
He might not have gotten the knee to the back, but it was no less effective. And are we going to see that torture crab, Horse?
I think so.
Yes,
looks like it's locked in.
So deep. Look at that torque that Oliver has on this thing, Horse.
Cage reaching for the rope.
He's so close. Fingertips away.
He's got it.
And I think that might have been Brian Cage's saving grace here. Both of these men so exhausted. Both of these gladiators have given so much here. And if you're Jordan Oliver, Horse, at what point do you have to think, what do I have left to throw at this guy? I've exhausted every tool in my toolbook.
He's used every move in the book. But maybe he's got something else up his sleeve here.
He's not wearing any sleeves.
Up his trunks.
There you go. On the hardest part of the ring canvas, a very dangerous place to be for both of these athletes. Jordan Oliver maybe thinking pile driver here.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
But he's got to muscle the big man up. And at this juncture in the matchup, after enduring so much punishment, I just don't know if the ace has it in him. The pendulum momentum back in the favor of Brian Cage, but I spoke too soon. Dueling super kicks on the ring apron. Oh, we've seen this before. I think it's Superplex time.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
And you can see on Jordan Oliver's face the amount of pain he just experienced. I think this might be it.
Gotta be.
No!
Somehow, some way, the ace able to kick out here.
I gotta say, Jordan, I am impressed by Jordan Oliver.
I mean, how could you not be? The fight of a lifetime, throwing anything and everything there is to throw at the machine, and awesome it is.
Absolutely. In a match like this, you gotta pull out all the stops. You gotta use every move in the book.
Brian Cage back up to his feet first. That cannot be good for Jordan Oliver here. Grabbing him by those braids. Brian Cage looking done. Brian Cage looking ready to put this thing away. Slit across the throat. That's all she wrote. No, it is not. Arms hooked. Neck first goes the machine. Jordan Oliver all fired up. And the Yakuza kick catches him dead set in the face.
Here we go. I think this could be it.
Pile driven directly into the mat here. Hooks the tree trunk leg.
Oh no.
But Brian Cage able to kick out Horse.
Jordan Oliver can't believe it.
Where in the world is Cage getting this from, man?
60 seconds remaining in this trap battle. We're down to our final.
Hold on.
We're getting close to time limit here.
I don't think anyone wants to see this end in a time limit draw, least of all Jordan Oliver measuring Cage for that.
He's got to capitalize here. Oh my God.
The momentary hesitation caught him. Cage landing that power bomb. One isn't enough. Bucko bomb directly into the turnbuckle. It's a move that's ended careers.
Here it is.
Third time's the charm.
One, two.
Oh
my God. Can you believe these guys, Jordan?
I truly cannot believe what I just witnessed. Where on earth is the ace getting it from? Kick it out! Brian Cage has got to put this away with seconds to go. This match means so much for the future of violence and suffering. For it to end in a no contest it would be. Well, we don't have to think about it after a cutter like that. Oliver's got to have him cinched.
He's got to get this cover.
But Cage is on the other side of the ring. He's in the wrong part of town.
Here he goes. 2. And saved by the rope. It looks like we've ran out of time, Jordan.
And a time limit draw it will be.
Jordan Oliver not too happy about it.
It's not the popular call, but it's the right call here for Justin.
He's just doing his job, you know.
The arm under the rope there by Brian Cage, I truly don't believe he had it within him to kick out.
Therefore, this trap battle has been ruled a draw.
Yeah, you see the disappointment etched across the face of Jordan Oliver.
After fighting that hard, for it to end in a draw?
Neither one of these athletes wanted to see it end this way. They certainly didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
but I think they wanted this even less. What a certified bummer, Horse.
The crowd sounds like they want this to continue. You heard it.
Larry Legend took the words right out of your mouth, my friend.
Here we go.
Sudden death, and it might be a very quick sudden death.
Oh
Those
my.
power bombs continue into the F5 by Brian Cage. Jordan Oliver's ace tier continues. It continues. Oliver not going quietly into the night here tonight.
Oh,
Eating that Larry, it's gotta be it.
still not enough.
Where
I
is
can't believe it.
Oliver getting this from? It feels like Groundhog Day. I sound like a broken record, but I truly do not know.
Jordan Oliver just kicking out again and again.
Oh, Cage thinking Drow Claw here. Oh no!
Oh.
Oliver able to reverse it into a pinning predicament. Both legs sucked, but it's not enough. Super kick catches a clutch, but perhaps on adrenaline alone. Cage not
There he
going
goes.
down on those spaghetti
He's fired
legs.
up. Oh, huge
Ouch.
cutter.
Cutter lands all she wrote. No. And you see Jordan Oliver nearly in tears here. He's fought so hard. He's fought so long. Brian Cage seemingly indestructible. They don't call him a machine for no reason.
Absolutely, but he's got a few more minutes here. Maybe catch his breath, come back, figure out his offense.
I gotta catch my breath after a match like this, Horse. This is unreal action. These athletes personifying the Trap House Fight Club of violence and suffering is all about, and the drill claw lands, finally, mercifully.
And there you have it. Brian Cage remaining undefeated here.
And Horse, I want to point out there that in a last-ditch effort, Jordan Oliver still wouldn't call it quits. He still wouldn't live to fight another day. Still wriggled that foot, tried to get it on that ropes, but just toe tips away, just inches away, not close enough. Try as he might, Brian Cage clenching 10-0, remaining undefeated in violence and suffering.
Oh, it was so close though, Jordan.
I mean, what a match, man. From top to bottom.
Main event caliber match right there.
Main event caliber match. We still have one to go, but I don't think anyone would complain if this is what sent us off the air tonight. And look at the show of respect here between Cage and Oliver. An absolute war here tonight between these two athletes.
What's good, bro? What's the long face? Y'all here in the streets on the sidewalk? What's going on?
I lost my match, dude.
How'd you lose? Like,
They put a time limit on my match. The referee was fucking on me. I don't know how I lost.
Hey, you have a lot of talent. You got a lot of potential. You are the future. You don't need to make excuses, you know. L, W, you gotta take them. You gotta give them. Today you got the L. But next time I'm in the ring with Brian Cage, I get the W for you, man. Don't worry about it. You got this, bro.
I don't care what you do. You can stay the fuck out of my business.